Hello, welcome to Quick Do Yourself channel. We're gonna replace the belt in a Corsa B 1.2 liters. This is one of the worst engine to replace the belt because it's very tedious. Don't forget to click and subscribe if you like this video. To have access to the belt, we need to remove the air filter assembly. We're gonna remove this bolt. With a flathead, turn the bolt 90 degrees. If your bolt is rust and stuck as mine, wiggle it first before pulling out. Remove the air inlet pipe. Release the air filter clamps. In my case, I will remove the whole mass airflow sensor because my connector is brittle and I don't want to break it. This air box doesn't have any bolt. Pull the box out as shown in the video. This is the tensioner bolt, but it's impossible to access with the engine mount in the front. To remove the engine mount, we need to remove these 3 bolts in the front, plus 2 on the side. Adding WD-40 to the bolt will ease the process. The size of the bolt is E-Torx number 14. This is actually the hardest bolt in the whole process. I was able to remove it with my swivel, but I ended up breaking my tool. If you had a proper extension, it's not too hard to make it. Loose the other 2 bolts and the engine mount. Jack the engine before removing the engine support. The goal of this is keep the engine at the same height. Don't apply too much pressure, otherwise you might bend the oil pan. Remove the nut at the bottom of the engine support. And remove the bolt as well from the bottom. In the next step, I'm removing the 4 bolts that hold the engine support. However, this step is not necessary if you are only replacing the belt. In my case, I noticed that my engine mount wiggled too much, but if it's not your case, you can skip these 4 bolts. Basically, you're now ready to remove the whole bolt. Keep in mind that it's really frustrating to remove the bolts because they are very long. And especially the top one because the space is really tight, so you cannot fit a ratchet unless you have a small ratchet that you can fit there. You have the proper extension, and this will be incredibly helpful. So if you're looking the video before doing this job, I recommend you 100% getting a proper extension, getting a proper ratchet, and this job will be very easy. This is the engine support I will be replacing. I recommend you doing the same, especially doing all these jobs for just a belt. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. With a socket E-Torx, turn the tensioner clockwise to release the tension in the belt, and you're ready to remove the belt. This is the number of the belt, 5PK1230. Give a nice spin to the pulley. If you hear the bearings, I recommend you replacing the tensioner as well. Remove the 2 bolts, one in the top and one in the bottom. Here we have the old tensioner and the new tensioner. There is a pin that we're gonna remove with some pliers after the tensioner is installed to apply the pressure from the spring. This is the belt, obviously it needs to be replaced. The number in the belt is 5PK1230. Actually, my belt, it was already missing a channel. 5PK means 5 channel, 1230 is the measurement in millimeters, the total length. Here we have the engine support. As we can see, we can move it with my fingers. The brand new, I'm not able to move it, it's completely rigid, so obviously it needs to be replaced as well. If you want to follow with me with the installation, install the tensioner, install the belt, and then I install the engine mount, and then I'm gonna slide this big bracket in position. After bracket is installed, we tighten the bolts, and don't forget to install the bolt and the nuts and the engine mount. Install everything back, turn your engine, and make sure that everything is okay. Just based on the sound, I can see already improvement. This belt, it was squeaking a lot, so I hope everything is okay. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this video.